Well, conversations around the menstrual cycle are increasing in women's sport, but athletes still face many challenges when it comes to managing their periods.
As part of ABC Sports' special series on female athlete health, we speak to a range of sportswomen for their perspectives.
I really thought not having my period was a great thing, was something I didn't have to think about, some hassle I didn't have to really worry about. And I actually didn't get my period for 9 months and didn't seek any advice, waited for it to come back, and then it did. But I definitely do not recommend that. Now, with so much more information out there, I know that how important the menstrual cycle is, and it's really a telltale sign that other things aren't maybe working as well as they can be. You're not feeling your body effectively, and now it's really one of those major tick boxes for me to know that I'm in the best physical condition that I can be in.
When I probably wasn't eating enough and was put on a pretty low-calorie meal plan, I fully lost my period altogether, and that's sort of, now I understand, one of the first signs that you're not feeling properly, and it's not a healthy goal to have, to try and lose your period.
We really focus on the fact it's slightly different for everyone. So it's not one size fits all, and we really encourage our female athletes to get to know what is normal for them and also see if that fits into what is normal generally. And then if it's not, we start talking about some of the reasons why it might not be.
We're quite open and honest with each other. If anything, when we know someone's feeling a bit tired or is having a bit of a hard time with their period, they speak up. We have a chat, or we just make the right people know. And I think it's important to be comfortable about it, particularly when you're dealing with younger players. We've got young players in our team, 14, 15. It's very, very probably new to most of them, whereas, myself, I'm one of the older ones. So I'd like to make sure that they're comfortable coming to us senior players to talk about these things and to make them known that this is normal.
Especially as basketball players, we know when we are on our menstrual cycle, we're kind of aware, oh no, I don't want any blood to come onto my shorts, especially if we're in our away jerseys, we're wearing white. It's a bit different when we're wearing the darker uniforms. But we also joke about it, like, oh, can you make sure you're checking me, throughout half times or timeouts, so I know that I haven't got any blood on my pants. So it is a little bit more spoken about now that we are older, but I think more education can be put into the younger age groups, and so they feel more comfortable as well to talk about it amongst their peers.
Educating male coaches, helping them understand and how they can ask the right questions to encourage that conversation, because I think really young athletes would find it quite difficult. I know when I was a lot younger, I wouldn't ever want to bring anything up to do with the period with even my dad or any male.
I think it's definitely getting better. When I started 5 years ago, I wouldn't say it was really openly spoken about, but this year sort of WACE and a few of the performance centres, I guess, around Australia have tried to do some workshops on it and both inform, the athletes and coaches as well on menstrual cycles and how it can affect them during training and performance.
And there are actually some apps around that ask you to monitor your cycle, and then they give you generalised advice around what sort of training you should be doing at certain times of your cycle. And if you have an app like that, don't use it, because it's not accurate. We know that generalising advice around time of cycle and training has no scientific validity. So we encourage our athletes to monitor their own cycles, absolutely. But then we get them to talk to us and their coaches and their strength and conditioning coaches about tailoring specifically to them, because everyone is different.